counter assault team that
Yeah,
comes in.
they were very impressive. I think they were very impressive. I think the whole operation was very impressive. The only thing you could say is maybe they could move that counterpoint.
Yo.
In other words, move it to the outside of the building.
Let's talk about that. Mr. President, I wonder how much has this
So today is my last day here in Malaysia, and we will begin our journey back to Africa. So yeah, I'm gonna let a few people get in here first. We're just having a general conversation today. And then I need to go do my cardio. I don't feel like it at all, but I need to. Yeah, we're going back to Namibia. And like I said, from there going back to the States. Yesterday when I was out, there was actually a Zimbabwean that recognized me. And bought us a bottle of Macallan. So couldn't turn that down. That's what we ended up doing after we got off live yesterday. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to tomorrow get ready to go on a 8-hour trip. I think it's 8 hours from here, 5 or 8 hours, one or the other. Let me see, from here to Ethiopia. Something like that. It's a very long flight from here to Ethiopia. Not very long. I've been on longer flights, way longer flights. From here to Ethiopia, it will take 11 and a half hours down. And then from there, it'll take 5 hours and 45 minutes. So, let's go ahead and put on the subscriber only mode because I can see we got these bots. You know, there's really something else up with these bots, right? Like there's more to it. Because it seems like YouTube is trying to get rid of people in this space in particular. Like it's more than just some asshole botting. Like I think there's a deeper connection behind it because without on top of people's videos being shadow banned in those topics, like again, you guys see me go from Sri Lanka, Vietnam, and here, and I think all 3 of those vlogs together are at like 12,000 views, which throughout my entire career, like my vlogs would get no less than 12,000 views. Like if you go look at my vlogs when I was in Southeast Asia 4 years ago, 3 years ago, like 12,000 views or less, and I was panicking. So for me to be at 160,000 subscribers, which I'm almost at now, I'm at 159,000. I mean, my channel's picking back up, but my channel is switching niches. You know, I'm at 159,995. My channel is switching more into a commentary channel with live IRL streams, which is good because it's more sustainable doing commentary than it is doing travel vlogging. Travel vlogging is not sustainable. I mean, again, like I said, whenever you travel to different countries, cities, the audience has an attention span of 2 videos. After you put out 2 vlogs in that city, they literally stop watching. And it's been like that forever. This isn't something new. Like it's always been like that in my audience. So that's what happened when I had to include women in the content, because after I showed people the stuff, they were done watching it. But if I had included relationships with females, then people stayed tuned in. But now, like, yeah, putting out a vlog, like, that shit is gone. Like, that vlogging shit is pretty much done for people in this space. And I think it's YouTube trying to get rid of it. Because, again, my commentary videos get way more action than my vlog videos. My vlog videos were the bulk of my channel, or are the bulk of my channel. I have way more videos doing vlogs than reactions. I have a lot of commentary already because I've always mixed commentary and vlogging together. But who is it? Army guy in Philly, Dom was talking about it yesterday. Rami Travels, the guy that just walks around, doesn't say nothing, and gets millions and millions of views on his shit. His content was so popular. Whenever I would go in massage parlors or nail salons or whatever, they would be playing his videos in the background, or at the barbershop. Like his content was so popular, it was background TV. Nobody was actively watching it was just background TV, almost like a screensaver. His views are cut in half now, from what I've heard. Like, his views are doing nothing what they do before. Ace has been saying the same thing. Check and Effect has been saying the same thing. Everybody, the Black Man, the Traveler guy, they all put out good content. None of that shit is getting views anymore. So by force, YouTube is changing its platform. That has to be what it is. That has to be, because there's no way. There's no way that around the time that people started sending bots to my channel is around the time that my vlog started severely underperforming, but my commentary content started performing very well. I spoke with someone the other day that gave me some good insight, where he was saying that YouTube is trying to become a more educational platform. That makes sense, because vlogs are somewhat educational, but they're not as educational as my commentary. So, yeah, I mean, look at the channels that aren't being affected right now. Like Mr. Beast, his views, they said, are down like 65% right now from what they've always been. And he's like the biggest fucking YouTuber there is. But commentary channels like Anton Daniels, Officer Tatum, what's the girl that interviewed me when I first came out? The light-skinned black girl, whatever her name was. Whatever her name was, she's not really to one niche. She just jumps on whatever's trending and goes with it. She is doing well. Like, I was even looking at her shit, and the vidIQ said that they estimated her channel's making $90,000 a month. That is fucking crazy. On top of sponsors, you could do really well doing commentary, educational content. Yeah, everybody that's doing very well right now is educational, from what he was saying, or informative from what he's saying. And if we go look at my channel, I should have been recording this shit the whole time. Let's go look at my channel and see what videos are doing well. Yeah, AI is responsible for a lot of stuff, because AI literally, what they call AI slop. AI has just been putting out bullshit content. So if we want to look at the videos that's doing well on my channel, oh, I love how those scenes just switch back and forth like that. Dating in America broke me. 7,000 views. It's okay. It's not the worst view count in the world. It's okay. My informative videos are doing very well. She went to Bali and black men ignored her. Black men have a grudge against black women, so of course I flew to Malaysia. Maybe the title could be better. That video got less than 3,000 views. That's a vlog, right? Me talking about streamers going broke got more views than the vlog. Remember, the vlogs is what's been fueling my channel for the past 3 years. I didn't make my channel off of vlogs. My channel was originally commentary, but yeah. American Women Are Done. Informative video, educational per se. 26,000, 15,000 on South African. The Indian Men Being Made Slaves might be a little out of my niche, so that one didn't perform as much. Digital Nomad Lifestyle is informative. That one almost got 10,000. The African Cities Are Dirty and Collapsing, that did good. But if we look at another one of my vlogs, where is it? Damn, I posted a lot of videos since I did the last vlog. 4,000 views. So 4,000, 6,000. So let's put that at 8. I'm moving to the Miami of Asia, 10,000. And not to mention, it took a month for me to get 10,000 views. So that's almost at 20,000. Sri Lanka, another 6,000. So all of these vlogs together, here's another one. Yeah, all of these last 4 or 5 vlogs are all under 40,000 views, which is not the usual thing for my channel. Like vlogs were reliable, you know, at one point. But I mean, the more videos I post, the more this shit picks up. Like, for example, I'm officially back in Kenya. 36,000 views. That was typical for my channel. You know, we can't count the ones with Z because I think the level of thirst that y'all have for my girl is what helps with the views. But these vlogs here were doing good. But again, this Kenyans are banning passport bros, including me. 60,000, almost 61,000 views, and the majority of that happened in 1 week, really in like 3 days. That vlog and that video in particular outperformed all of the vlogs that I posted for the next 2 months. And again, none of these vlogs hit 60,000 views after that video. This is why I've always said the richest YouTubers are not doing vlogs. On average. I mean, Mr. Beast does vlogs, yes. But he's one content creator. The average YouTuber is sitting around in a computer chair talking all day about shit. Or maybe they're going out doing informative commentary. What's going on? Charlie. Consistency is key. And this is why richest YouTubers got products and services. Thank you for telling me that. It's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is that the richest YouTubers, meaning the people that get the most views and receive the most AdSense, are usually sitting behind a cute computer chair. Let me use somebody that everybody would say yes to because y'all agree with everything he said. Kevin Samuels was not walking around doing vlogs. He was sitting in a computer chair. And he was one of the most successful YouTubers that there were at that time. I'm pretty sure now that I said his name, you'll just agree to everything now. So Kevin Samuels was doing commentary and debates. Sly's Life does vlogs. Yeah, he does vlogs, right? Again, let's go to his channel. Because, again, here's the point that I'm making. What's more sustainable, it's not sustainable to constantly bounce around whenever people have an attention span of 2 videos per city. Once you arrive in Nairobi, you post 1 video, everybody loves it. Post another video, people love it. 3rd video, people stop watching. Like, your views drop in half. So then what do? You had to go to another city. And you got to go to another city. So the only way for that shit to be sustainable is to mix in commentary content. For example, these views are not like as much like they're not convincing, right? Because I know how much YouTube pays. This is a video of him 6 days ago, 17,000 views. That's not a lot. Like, if we're talking about financially being stable, 17,000 views a week is not going to work. 14,000, 20,000. And then you have to jump around to do that shit. It'd be one thing if you're sitting and doing reactions or posting commentary content or interviews and a video flops. That's okay because you didn't have to do a whole lot of shit to make the video. You can just make another video. But you can only show shit so many different ways. Like, you can only show Gambia so many ways. You can only be, oh, Gambia shocked me. You can only do that so many different ways. Like, you can't be shocked twice. Like, you know? So it's more reliable and sustainable to do commentary content. So look at his channel, and let's look at Anton Daniels. $46,000. So as of he uploaded all these videos in 2 days. Not to mention, this is something you could do when you do commentary content. You can't upload 4 vlogs a day. Like, you can, but they're gonna have to be extremely short and just random shit that most people won't find interesting. 46,000, 25,000, 20,000, 37,000. So that's literally damn near 200. Let me make sure I got my math right. But that's getting close to 200,000 views. And this is all done in the comfort of his home. Like, he's just setting up a camera, reacting to shit. You can put out way more content doing that than vlogs. Like, I can only fuck so many bitches. I can only eat ugali in so many different ways. I can only go to so many different clubs. I can only ask so many dumbass questions to women. You know, I've been saying this for about 2 years now. 46 plus 25 plus 20,000 plus 37. Yeah, so that's 128,000 views in a day. And again, let's assume that YouTube is paying $7 per 1,000 views. This, I don't know. That's only something he knows. But you're literally talking like fucking $800 a day. Sorry, I know I've been trying not to curse. One ruler star. What made you Austin to most black men where you had IRL relatable content, damn near an inspiration rather than midnight. So this is a disagreement that I will always have. That may have been a large portion of what made my content, but let's go look. I'm telling you from me doing my own videos what happened. My first videos that I put out were me sitting in the car talking. Like, that's what made Austin Holloman. Not walking around drinking Long Island's. People like to see me do that, but if we want to talk about what made me, that's what it was. Let's go look at my first videos. These don't count because this is different. Whenever I started, this video says how to get girls in Brazil. I'm sitting in my room talking. These are all me sitting down talking. This is whenever I blew up. None of it, you don't see me walk around doing vlogs with none of this shit. This is me sitting in the bed talking. Sitting in the bed talking for 3 minutes. Like, all of this shit is pretty much stationary. Yeah, don't explain to non-YouTubers. Sometimes I have to remember that. I have to remember the people that are giving me advice don't make YouTube content. Like it's like me trying to tell a surgeon how to do their job. I'm not a surgeon. Sometimes it's better to just listen, you know? But my audience does have an opinion on my content because they are the ones that watch it. But I'm just correcting for people that believe that what made my channel pop was me doing vlogs. No, my original shit was me sitting in front of this desk talking. Like, this is when I was my absolute hottest. Like, I was viral everywhere around this time. The views might not show it, but for people that were watching me in June 2022, June, July, especially back when I had this little monkey box thing right here. I forgot what they called that little monkey box shit, but I forgot what I was describing. It was the monkey. I forgot what it was, but people loved it when I used to pull out that monkey box. I do not look like I show speed. Uh, Jack in the Box. That's what they call it, Jack in the Box. I ordered a. You said on my channel, I literally had to reuse similar titles because the rest don't pop. It's crazy, but it works. On my channel, I've had to reuse the same titles and thumbnails numerous times. Like after a year or so, or maybe 6 months goes by, I will literally go copy the exact same title and thumbnail and repost it. Not exactly because you can't do that, but the same thumbnail, yeah. The title will be very, very similar to what it was. The majority of the time I've been outside of the States, I've been in Africa, now that I'm looking through all these videos. Hey, bros, is Cartagena safe for solo travelers? Is Uber best for getting around? I plan on going for first visit. Cartagena was not safe for me. Thank you for the $5 super check. Cartagena was not safe for me at all. Like, I was supposed to be there a week, and I think I left after like 3 days because like I was just getting pressed and like, yeah, like I was getting scammed, giving me out gringo menus and shit. Like, yeah, it didn't feel. I wouldn't go back for sure. Like, I damn sure wouldn't take my girl there. Like, I seen a lot of like European travelers there, and people were trying to blame that shit on me. Like, oh, you were doing this wrong, that wrong. Like, it don't even seem like they want foreigners. Like, I asked a girl, where is comida at? Comida means food in Spanish. This bitch act like she didn't know what I said. There's only one fucking way to say food in Spanish. There's no other way to say food. Correct me if I mean, what would comida mean? There's only one way to pronounce it. Comida. Like, how else would you pronounce comida? Because they tried to say my accent was. How else would you pronounce that shit? You said, see that redhead Bolivian? Those. It doesn't. Attention spans aren't long enough for vlogs. Like, vlogs are not sustainable. Yes, I did a video with this chick. That video got good views at that time. 2 more videos with that chick in the thumbnail, and it would have been a wrap. Y'all would have been tired of seeing her already. It's not sustainable. Vlogs are overall not. You have to constantly do new shit. That's why you see those streamers now just doing more and more wild shit, because you can't not sustain, like, you can't do vlogs without constantly being more and more interesting. But yeah, again, I'm explaining to non-YouTubers that they don't understand what I understand. From a fellow YouTuber who also learns from you, shout out to you. Just do what works and grow the channel. The OGs will stay, new viewers will come. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just gonna have to keep doing shit, cause like doing what works. Cause yeah, you could take the advice. Some people say do a vlog, go do IRLs, go do approaches. Like, again, that's just not sustainable. Like, I'm gonna do some history and shop stuff and meet up with someone other than, I'm gonna be safe. I hear vendors are aggressive and it's best to stay at Boca Grande. I think I stayed in Boca Grande when I was there. But like, whenever I was in Cartagena, I did the touristy stuff. You know, I did the tour, but the thing was, again, I was recording these Africans doing this African dance. I don't know what they were doing. They were doing some African dance. They had fire or something, I think, and then there was a bunch of white folks recording them. Bunch of white folks. I was like, yeah, this is tourist destination. I walked like fucking 10 steps, and then I'm about to get stabbed or some shit for recording. It was like that. What is a realistic remote job in your opinion? A lot of people like to do English. Hey, I've been offering a remote job to clip up my streams. I've been saying it for like a month now, and like nobody. I told you guys to reach out to me, austinholloman@gmail.com, for somebody to clip up my streams, and like, yeah, that shit's falling on deaf ears. That's a remote job, literally. And the more money I make, the more I'll be able to pay whoever's clipping the streams. But yeah, I don't know if you guys remember seeing this video. I threw the phone at the wall like that. That shit was, I was really fed up around that time, bro. I'm surprised they didn't ban me off of YouTube at that time. Yeah, I used to be fly back when I first got to Kenya. Damn. What happened to all my clothes? It seems Punta Cana DR is more fit for solo travelers. I would recommend. I've never been to DR, but I think I would recommend that. And TLO say you don't want to go to work tomorrow. Well, it's more sustainable than vlogging. But yeah, I mean, these vlogs were fun. You know, they were interesting and they were fun to do. But yeah, it's just not sustainable, bro. Like, you have to mix in commentary. Like, even this is an interview. This is just commentary. This is an interview. This is just commentary. This is an interview. This is commentary. This is more commentary, essentially, because I spent more time talking this video than showing things. This is a house tour, but again, how many different house tours can you show? You know, you can only show the same house so many. I mean, he stays in the same fucking house. I can only show that shit so many times. I'm ready to get back to Nairobi, man. Yeah, no, Charlie, I was doing political videos back in April 2025. Like even these were political videos at the time, somewhat. Not all of them, but some of these were political videos that I was doing when I was in Sao Paulo. These are more centered around travel, but uh I've been doing political videos, so it has nothing to do with me getting a girl. But these are mostly commentary videos. Yeah, here's an interview with Troy, 45,000 views. Uh, and then here's a vlog, didn't even hit 4,000 views. Here's an interview of me just sitting in front of the driveway, 235,000 views. But the vlog that was posted right before that didn't do 4,000. 71,000. This is another interview, another interview, another interview, 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 group discussion. Yeah, trust me, the vlogs ain't never hitting as hard as the commentary content. But I'm just repeating the same shit now. So I'm not going to respond to those questions anymore, Charlie. We're not going to debate that. Like, there's no way for me to debate what's very clear in front. I mean, the numbers speak louder than assumptions. That chick K used to dress like a true hooker. I have too many videos. I can't even. I want to watch one of them, but I can't even select it. Before we get that, we need to do some commentary on African culture. But yeah, our trip into Asia.
Please explain it to me because it seems like if you get one step ahead, you're going to get dragged backwards. Black tax. It's not what I call it. It's what you call it. That's when you get a bit ahead. Some money.
Let me react to this really quick. Yeah, but I need to keep doing reactions because Philly Don was telling me that he even liked them. And again, I can sit here and consistently post this shit. And even the thing about reactions, if you could post multiple a day, it doesn't matter if they get not so many views because they pile up. And with reactions, I think it's easier to get, 100,000 views on 5 videos versus 100,000 views on one. Like, it's just not happening. Not that easy. No, I don't have a drone anymore. It's still at the airport in Kenya. That shit is long gone, I think, though. I do need to buy another one. And it was like $2,500.
Africa, can you please explain your money culture to me? Because it seems like if you get one step ahead, you're going to get dragged backwards. Black tax. It's not what I call it, it's what you call it. That's when you get a little bit ahead and everybody comes for some money. Send me money culture or give me money culture. Toxic, leads to laziness. Fine if you're in survival mode and you need help. Absolutely. But it also leads to a lot of manipulation and not a lot of stuff getting done. Girlfriend allowance.
A lot of black people around the world that you'll find have the mentality of constantly wanting help and handouts, and they don't want to work for nothing. I don't want to put that on the whole Africa and say that they don't have a sense of work ethic, but I mean, if you want to think about it, a lot of that shit is somewhat produced by the West, because again, Nigeria had its own industry of making clothes for Nigerians, but Red Cross gets so many donated clothes from America, and they donate it to Nigeria to the point where they entirely got rid of, or let's say crashed, that industry in Nigeria. So then that does create a culture of constantly asking for stuff, which is why I was the biggest supporter of Donald Trump cutting off USAID to Africa, because you're never going to progress with constantly taking handouts. Okay, again, I said this yesterday. Just like the Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Arkansas mindset, the Deep South mindset, where you constantly are thinking of ways to get more food stamps, get Section 8, have another baby so you can get more welfare. Like, people want to game the system, and they can only game the system if it's there. So I would again say that a lot of this mentality is proven, that that entitlement of wanting money and just being able to sit around and do nothing is produced by the West as well.
Sponsor culture. Having to pay money to get a job, and then
And that's one thing, Africans got to stop that, bro. Africans, I'm the firmest believer that Africans are other Africans' problems. He's not lying about having to pay money to get a job. The amount of gatekeeping that I've seen in Africa clearly explains why. You can have a degree, you could have all the certifications, and they will literally go put somebody in that position that has none of that strictly off of their network, or strictly because they were bribed to get somewhere. So, yeah.
in that job, what do? You get people to pay you money so that they can get a job. Ponzi scheme. Tips. In a lot of restaurants and hotels I go to, I ask the people if they will receive the tip if I give them the tip, and they won't get the tip.
Exactly. That's another thing. Everything Africans do to each other pretty much is designed to keep one person. It's like a super enforced classism. Like they can't simply just help one another. They have to step on somebody to get ahead. Unlike in the West, like we step on people too, but it's not to the point where the entire fucking society. Like, at least we pay livable wages, right? You could have somebody that is the cameraman. Let's just use me for an example. I am a YouTuber, and the average person in Kenya probably has a $100 a month rent for a 1-bedroom that they're staying out way out on the other side of not Nairobi where I'm staying, that they're staying further out where rent is $100 for a 1-bedroom, sometimes even less. And so I say, okay, rent is $100. They'll go buy groceries off the street, and they'll just ride the matatus around town. They can survive essentially, all off of $300 a month. right? They can survive all over 300. So I will pay them $300-400 a month. But if you decide to go work for an African, they're gonna see that your rent is $100 and that your groceries and the tuk-tuk expense all comes out to 300. So they'll offer you a full-time job for $150 a month. They're intentionally keeping each other in poverty. Like they know that the living expenses is, and they will ask for 8 to 10 hours a day of work and pay you something that won't even cover your bills. And this includes skilled labor. That includes skilled labor. Like there's people with good jobs that are suffering from this. Like there's people with good jobs that they had to go get a degree that can't even cover their expenses monthly. Listen, I'm not talking about Long Island Sunday. I'm not talking about going to the mall, buying a new purse every weekend. I'm talking about survival costs. These people go to school, get a job that won't even cover their survival costs. That's exactly why I made a video when I was in Namibia a few weeks ago. Listen, Africans, listen, y'all got to get it together with this, because this is like very, very disrespectful and they like to blame the West when it's really them most of the time. There is no way in hell that there's so many people in Kenya that I've met that said, hey, I haven't been paid in 4 months. How the hell do you go 4 months without getting paid? And again, this is why I call America an effective country. It is a very effective country. We have a very well operating system. Because if you wanted to go work for Albertsons or Walmart and they withheld your check for 4 months, you could get that whole damn store shut down. They would be out of business doing that. They can't withhold your check for months. So I hate it when I hear Americans say that, oh, our country doesn't function. Have you been anywhere? Have you been to some of these countries? Have you spoken to Africans that haven't been paid in 4 months? So we're not going to make it seem like America is not a functioning country. I've lived around the world. America functions. You're not doing that in America. The boss, if you get I've seen in America where if you get a tip, let's say the bill's $100, you tip the girl $20, she'll get her tip. If you decide to tip her $400, the boss is going to want to split that with the whole kitchen, or he's going to want to cut. So you're going to have to do that under the table. But in Africa, giving them a tip, they take the whole thing. They take the employer takes the whole thing. I remember I was at Mug and Bean in Namibia, and Z and I had ordered 2 Long Islands. And she changed, it was either her or I that changed her mind about what we wanted to get. And so we ordered maybe about a minute later. We told them, hey, can you switch one of those to some margarita or something she wanted, I think. And she was like, but I already put it in. I was like, yeah, but have they started making it yet? No. I said, well, just tell them to switch it. If they haven't started making it yet, just tell them to switch it. But they're going to charge me even though you want to switch it. I'm like, why would they charge you for a drink that they haven't started making yet? So this simple task involved the manager having to come outside. Such a simple task. The manager came outside and said, you guys wanted to switch your drink, right? Yeah. No more 2 Long Islands, 1 Long Island, this margarita. He told the girl, the waitress, okay, that's going to come out of your check. And I'm not going to lie. I wanted to whoop that dude's ass. I'm not going to lie. But I said, you know what, bro? Just do 2 Long Islands. I'm not going to, now that you said that you're going to remove so you're going to charge us for 2 drinks and you're going to charge one on her that y'all haven't started making. You see how Africans are. They are in their own way. That would never happen in America. It doesn't make sense logically. But then again, in Africa, there is not much logic used in many things. A lot of stuff is backwards. A lot is backwards. Let's finish.
Owners, what's up with that? And sure, with my face, you can talk about colonialism, but this is beyond that. I know Africa has been pillaged from all coasts, but also Africa is home to an incredibly young population with a lot of creativity. You got to work some of this stuff out so some people can get ahead and then bring people along with them.
So let's look at now. Here's another issue, right? Here's what I want y'all to see. Let's extend this. Let's look at what the Africans in the comments have to say. He's bringing up all valid points. And I see Tyler Durden, you're saying that there's Americans that can't pay rent. That is not what I'm talking about. There's no American that has a boss that is withholding checks for 4 months. There's no American that goes to become a nurse and her cost of living is $3,000 a month, but the nurse job only pays $1,000. That's not happening. I hate it when y'all do that. Stop making those comparisons. That's not how that works. They don't have the same issues in Africa that they have in America. They just don't. And I'm telling you from living in both places. I've lived in 2 countries in Africa, been to 11. I've lived in the United States over 20 years. Okay, you say you missed the first part. Okay, I appreciate you acknowledging that. Western culture is individualistic. How about you focus on that rather than facing others? So instead of taking this critique, it's more so, hey, mind your own business. I know our countries are still very unfair, but mind your own business. Let's not fix the problem. Just mind your own business. This is something that you'll find very common when you critique Africans. That individualistic culture is the reason why the world is in shambles. No, in America, if you get a tip, you're going to get the tip. If payday is on the 21st, they are legally mandated to require you on the 21st. If somebody steals something from you in America, you don't have to fucking bribe somebody to get the law to do their job. So America is not falling apart. African countries are closer to falling apart. It's not no, don't do that. Enjoy the credit system. We love our struggles. Go well, if you wanna sit around and not get paid for 4 months, go right ahead. You want to be a sugar baby for the rest of your life, go right ahead. No accountability at all. Sir, just leave us. It's our culture. I'll continue to send money home. Your government had lifted your folks out of poverty 2 years, to whatever that. I don't even know what point he was getting at with that. So, listen, I don't know what to tell y'all. But yeah, as I always say, Black Americans, your problem is other Black Americans. Africans, your problem is other Africans. It's really that simple. I mean, seriously, African is better off working for me. Because I come from a country where we're punished for not wanting to pay our employees. There's higher job competition. So if I want to give you a BS salary, you'll just go somewhere else. The economy is not as good in Africa. So they weaponize jobs. They weaponize jobs. They know that you can't go nowhere else, so that's why they only pay you once every 4 months. They know you can't go nowhere else, so that's why your cost of living is $300 a month, but we're only going to pay you $150 for some shit that you had to go get a degree for. That's what it's like being African, from what I've seen. So yeah, Bobby sent me that, and I felt that I had to bring that to light. And look, we just did another reaction. More sustainable. I can sit there and react, or I can do a vlog, go out, And yeah, there's nothing to do. The diaspora wouldn't make a change because government positions are highly gatekept, correct? In India, they don't pay you at all. You get food portions. I didn't know about that. This is back to the barber days. You see your boy had gloves on? Some of y'all in these other countries need to wear gloves. Y'all need to wear gloves. Barbers in America need to wear gloves. That's why I used to do it. Hands smell like weed. Ain't wash your hands all day. Africa is definitely overpopulated with flies. Again, I can say since I left Africa, I think I probably had one mosquito buzz in my ear since I left. I haven't really had issues with flies flying all over my food, but yeah, even in the very populated, well-developed cities in Africa, like Namibia, there's still mosquitoes buzzing in your ear. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on over there on that continent, but mosquitoes and flies are the most populated than anywhere in the world, I think. Yeah, that's the south of France. Y'all remember this chick, this Marlo chick? She tried to use me for, I guess, to get some traction. And she was American, basically. I think she was Sudanese, South Sudanese, born in America. Or born in Sudan, raised in America, so in Atlanta. And then she tried to get on there and, like, detract, and then didn't get no traction. I thought that was crazy. Y'all remember this video right here where Floyd was like, do you think I'm beautiful too? Oh my, that shit was crazy. NFG content. Oh, no fucks given. Oh yeah. Now I criticized everybody. That's why I had the Muslims in the comments that be saying, why do you hate Muslims? No, you conveniently missed all the videos where I critique Christian priests. You just conveniently missed it. I talk shit about Muslims, yes. I also talk shit about Christians. I talk shit about black folks, white folks, Jews, all of them. You can find me critiquing every group of people on my channel. No, I didn't visit the ghost city. I didn't even know they had. I know they have ghost cities in China, but I didn't know they had them in Malaysia. And do you know that in Kenya they ask you for sex to give you a job? I forgot to mention that, bro. If you are an African woman, it is very common for them to use the Diddy technique to gatekeep. And that's not even just Africa. I heard they do that shit in Argentina too, and in Paraguay. Like, if you want a good paying job, like, let me add this to the video. I forgot that somebody just brought up in the comments. If you want a good paying job in many of these developing countries, as a woman, sex is a gatekeep. sex is a gatekeep. Because in places like Africa, Argentina, the opportunities are not so abundant. This is the reason why they pay you once every 4 months. This is the reason why you had to go get a degree, but they choose to pay you 50% of what they should be paying you. And this is the reason why they use the Diddy technique. If you want to have a job, if you want that management position at that corporate job, you're going to have to fuck to get it. I don't care if you have a husband, I don't care if you have a boyfriend. The employer is saying that you need to give me sex in order to get a job. I have seen this way too many times. Way too many times. A lot of people would think that African women are sleeping with their boss just to get ahead. That's true sometimes, but sometimes that's the unspoken job application. Is to have sex with your boss in order to get the job that you want. Again, doesn't matter if you're married. Doesn't matter. Y'all remember the guy from Equatorial Guinea that was working in the government that they caught doing that? That's a great case study. And that happens a lot more often than you think. Anyway, my job list is in the first pinned comment if you guys want to be able to have an online job. And we're also hosting a webinar May 17th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, teaching you guys how to make money online and how I do it myself. It's only $9.98 to join. That will be linked in the first pinned comment as well. The same thing the white woman did to the Indian. Yeah. And why was she in a position to do that to him? Because he's a H-1B visa immigrant from what I've seen. So yeah, whenever I have immigration control over your life, yeah, I can weaponize sex against you. Which is why I said we need to stop bringing them anyway. Because it's opening the door for exploitation for them. One ruler star, I seen that you said that don't be stuck on critique, solutions help. Well, here's the thing, right? What can I do? I can point it out. That's all I can do is critique. Hell, I'm not a citizen of Kenya. I'm not a citizen of Namibia. I'm not a citizen in none of these places. I can't go do a Doge. I can't do what Elon Musk did and go clean up the government. I can't do that. That's something they got to do. So yeah, if you want a business permit or any matter of any commercial permit, good luck. Yeah. Again, I've told you guys about how Africans have told me when they apply for a passport, sometimes it takes 7 years. Why did it take 7 years for them to get a passport? Because they didn't fucking bribe the guy at the immigration. So think about that. Expediting a passport in America is literally getting it within a month. And I think it's like an additional $1,000 to get it in a month. On average, it took me 6 weeks to get my passport. 6 weeks is okay. How the fuck does it take 7 years to get a passport? You need a connection to get a passport, exactly. You need connections to get something that is available to everybody. Think about that. Think about that. You need connections. See, we can go on about this all day. Y'all keep bringing up stuff that I didn't even think of. Let me add this to the video. People keep leaving stuff on the live stream. I cannot tell you guys the amount of Kenyans. Let me not say that. Delete that part. I cannot tell you guys the amount of Africans that have told me that it took them 7 years to get a passport. And that was because they didn't bribe somebody. You have to have a network and a connection to get a passport in many African countries. A passport is available to every citizen if you fit the legal requirements. Like, it's not available to every American, but it's available. Why would you need a connect to get a passport? Why would you need that? I mean, let me just ask you another question. How productive is it for a society to operate that way? How productive is it to have a society where you have to fucking bribe to get a driver's license? You had to bribe to get a passport. You want to renew your birth certificate? You want a new copy of it or something? You can't just get it. You got to pay somebody. Somebody murdered your cousin? Oh, we're not going to investigate for free. You got to pay us. How productive is that? Again, look in the first pinned comment for my links to the webinar this weekend. It's crazy. I got to step away for a second. So, let me have y'all look at this video for a second. I'll be back with another vlog after a month-long wait of being in Paraguay, writing books and all that stuff. But now we are back on the road traveling. We'll be here for about a week or two. We're gonna go in Santiago where we're at now, and then we're gonna go to another city called San Pedro. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and stay tuned. Now, I'm about to get out the bed and show you guys my Airbnb. This is a very similar setup to what I had whenever I was in Uruguay. I noticed that it's very developed. It almost looks like you're in the United States here. Like, the freeways are very modern. And I will tell you guys this, when I was in the airport, this is the closet here. This is the closet here. I just got out the bed, so the bed's not made, but this is the bed. Mirror, full body mirror right there. TV. Then in here we have the bathroom. Decent sized shower. It's like a studio with the stairs. This is the last place in Uruguay had a studio with stairs, except the last one looked more like a jail cell because it was all gray. This one looks like an actual home. Like, I feel very at home in here. I felt at home in the last one too, but more here. Coming up, I will tell you guys a story about how I basically got robbed without a gun. Oh, so we about to hit the gym, so you know we about to get some Vapor X in the blood before we go. And, of course, later on, we got my favorite treat, cigars. This place ran me about $350 for the week. So it is a lot more expensive here than it would be in Uruguay. But the city is beautiful. This is the view I have, which is all right. There's mountains all throughout the city. There's no real major skyline where it's like a bunch of buildings hubbed up together. It looks like everything's spread out around throughout the mountains and stuff like that. But we're gonna get outside and walk. I wanted to get out last night to get water, but the guy told me it was too dangerous to walk around outside at night. So during the daytime, be very careful. My camera will walk and we'll find the best gym after we go get footage from the police, from the front desk, because I'm gonna report it to the police station. So that way when I put in my bank, because I can't dispute my bank till it goes through, I'm gonna put it with my bank and I'm gonna put the police report so that way they have to give me the money back. Guys, so now we're walking over to the Smart Fit. I talked to the people at the front desk and all they said was that I needed to contact the police before they would show me the footage. And I'm like, what the hell am I going to talk to the police about? I'm over here trying to get footage so I can have something to talk to the police about. Well, I'm going to just tell them I got robbed and I don't know who did it. What the hell is that going to do? They kept asking me a bunch of questions, and I was like, I don't know why y'all are asking me questions. Just give me the footage. Let me stop in here and get a Gatorade really quick, though. Hola. Hola. ¿Está de aquí?
¿Ah?
¿Está de aquí?
Estar.
Tú de aquí.
Yo sí soy de aquí.
Sí, sí.
Soy venezolana.
¿Ah?
Soy venezolana.
¿Qué hizo?
No sé lo que me quieres preguntar.
Tu nacimiento aquí. Tu
No.
chileno.
No.
Onde?
Venezuela.
Es mucho Venezuela aquí.
Sí.
See, so I got that little chick's Instagram that I was just talking to at the store. Went to her Instagram, she was bad as fuck. She said she was from Venezuela, so definitely looked better outside of her work clothes. So we're gonna get in this other little chick. Alright, so I got that little chick's number too. She asked where I was from. I'm gonna try to get the next one on camera because I'm acting kind of shy to put the camera. I gotta get my Floyd on and put the camera in people's faces. But I'm trying to get this stuff for myself, and putting the camera in people's faces won't really get it for yourself. So I think the little strategy I might do is just approach, and when I actually start talking, I put the camera away in the meantime. But she said she was from Venezuela too. It's a lot of them out here. I think that's all the black people I saw in the airport last night was Venezuelans. I really think that's what it is now. Whenever I asked her for a WhatsApp at first, she was like, oh, you know, I don't know what WhatsApp is. And she was like, I'm like, there ain't no way in hell you don't know what WhatsApp is. There ain't a person on this planet that don't know what WhatsApp is. And so I showed her, and she's like, oh yeah, I have that. And we can't blame it on the accent. It's only one way to say WhatsApp. But then she was like, oh no, I don't speak Spanish. I'm not gonna understand. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna teach you English, you're gonna teach me Spanish at the same time. So she kind of laughed a little bit. And then she still wouldn't give me her number. So I was like, oh, just say you don't want to talk to me then. She's like, no, I do want to talk to you. So well, she ended up giving me her number, so. So I don't think in this area you really have to worry about recording too much. It seems pretty touristy, and I think the only way you get your phone or something snatched is if you're not paying attention. You guys know the flag does look very similar to the Texas flag. The only difference is the Texas flag, the blue comes all the way down and the red doesn't stretch across that far. So this is some little area. I will tell you guys this, it's not cold out here, but the weather's a lot cooler. In Paraguay, it was, ooh wee, look at that one right there. And Paraguay, it was so hot that you didn't need to put on any sort of body lubricant, moisturizer, whatever you want to call it, because it was gonna suffocate you because it was too hot. It's Tribunales de Justicia, which I'm guessing is some sort of courtroom. I look up what that first word means. I don't know what that word means, but Supreme Court, it says Supreme Court. Had to come back over here and take some photos later on. This is nice. I'm back. Drinking that much alcohol destroys your stomach, to say the least. Yeah, I was listening though. There was a part where I was talking about how I was going back and forth. When you're trying to date in Latin America, bro, like you're gonna be constantly trying to do shit like that, like proving yourself, proving yourself, trying to figure things out versus like I've been telling y'all for years. If you trying to date in Africa, it's like a layup. I don't know what it is about African women, but like they are like just really digging Black Americans. Like, just be honest. Like like I say, you feel unstoppable. It feels like everything is at the tip of your fingers. All you got to do is go speak. And sometimes they come speak to you. A lot. So, yeah. What's going on, Philly? You said Prime W.
Apparently the smart fit is somewhere in here.
You said, brother, African girls dig anyone with some money. I mean, that's most he said, oh nah, yeah. That's most women worldwide. I mean, if you have money, you have more access. But there's a difference between, and I don't know how to keep explaining this. I'm gonna be very vulgar with it. As a Black American, if you are in shape, cut your hair, and you have basic levels of conversation skills, you're fucking for free. Like, no, I don't. And again, Bobby and I have been saying we might stop talking like this because maybe this is just our experience. Maybe it's just, Bobby and I and the dudes that I hang out with that are like this. But even if you go ask Troy, older guy, me, younger, and in between, like when you're in Africa as a Black American, like you can have your way. Like, they're interested. Yes, white guys get action in Africa too, but for any Black American that has been there is a difference. Number one, there are women in Africa that prefer white guys. There's a section of them. The same way how if you go to Thailand, there's a section of Thai women that prefer Black guys. It's the same thing in Africa for white guys. Usually, you could still fuck those chicks that are fucking with white guy while she's married to them. I'm not saying that can't happen to Black guys, but it doesn't happen at the same rate, and I keep saying that. Y'all think, oh, all you gotta do is have money in Africa, you can have women. Sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you have money in Africa, yeah, she'll take your rent money and sleep with you. She'll do that. Yeah. And she'll still be fucking behind your back. There's a big difference.
Hola. Tu sabe onde é Smart Fit? Smart Fit. Gimnasio. Encima. Ah, gracias. Lá. Tu sabe onde é elevador para gimnasio?
Aquí está el estacionero.
Aqui?
Sí.
É.
Debe ser subiendo.
Sí, gracias.
Yeah, but you said the bar is so low in Africa. If you have $500 a month, you'd be considered to have money. No, you wouldn't. We got to stop that shit, bro. Again, in Africa, let's use Kenya for example. People say, "Oh, in Africa, if you're making $2,000 a month, if you're rich." Yeah, go break your leg and see if you got the money to get it fixed. Try it. You ain't gonna feel rich no more. If you feel rich until you actually need to spend some money. Spending $200 a month on rent ain't being rich. When you break your leg and it costs $1,000 or $1,500 for the surgery, which is cheap, but you only making $2,000 a month, you don't have that money. You ain't gonna feel rich no more. just like anywhere else in the world, to have money, you have to actually have money. And actually in Africa, you actually have to have money because they don't have credit. Like, they don't have the system we got where you can break your leg and the doctor can't deny you health care, so they just throw it on your credit. They don't have that there. You ain't got the money to get your leg fixed. Your leg, they just gonna go ahead and amputate that motherfucker for free. I'm not even bullshitting.
It feels very America-like here in Chile. I'm telling you. Hola, buen dia. They don't do day passes there. That they only have 1 year sign up, which is
I found that to be very weird at SmartFit. Only in Chile, you can't buy a day pass. You can only sign up for 1 year. Yeah, but again, you're saying that $500 a month you'd be considered to have money, and I'm telling you again, $500 a month means your needs might be met at a very low level of needs. Like, again, for those dudes that want to go live in Africa and they say, oh, you know, I only need $500 a month. I'm just trying to figure out what type of life you about to live when you get there. What type of life are you about to live? What type of life are you about to live with a $500 income, bro? Like, I am very, very curious. Like, again, if you have a $500 a month income, the slightest amount of rain in Kenya will restrict you from being able to drive down the street because the street will now be mud because it was never a street to begin with. Well, thank you for complimenting my skin.
so I guess we got to find a different gym. She said all the smart fits in Chile are like that, which I find it hard to believe, but okay. Somebody I know told me that this area that I'm in right now isn't the safest, which I can see that. Not right now, but they told me to go to a gym called Energy Gym, because she said that it is true that they don't have.
This is where I want to move to. I want to move to Chile. This place, Santiago, Chile, is really, really nice.
Day passes around for Smart Fit here, so I'm gonna find an Energy Gym. Hola. Tú sabes dónde es Energy Club?
¿Qué calle le dice ahí?
Energy Club.
Bajar por ese creo yo, ¿no?
Eso.
No, está abajo parece. Es de San Pablo.
Sí. Ah, eso.
Creo que es para abajo el Energy.
Ah, eso.
Sí, para allá.
Sí, gracias. Hola. ¿Pasa por un día?
Sí, ¿quieres pasar por el día?
guys, we just finished the workout, and your boy got some action in there too. It seems like it's gonna be a lot of action going on out here in Chile. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, because a lot of you guys want to know how I got scammed out of $544. This is inspiring me to go ahead and go back and get a US phone number, so that way every country I touch down in, at least I have the option to do a travel pass. But when I'm getting SIM cards country per country, I have to get a new one every single time. So I didn't have any data.
You said, which country would I say my money stretched the furthest? It was let me break it down to 3 because I'm not sure. It was in between Argentina, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, or Thailand. And I think Argentina had the best bang for your buck. Argentina is like the Thailand of South America when it comes to cost of living. And like, yeah, like everything was cheap. Dirt cheap. Again, I remember eating like these huge 500-ounce New York strip steaks with mashed potatoes and cream spinach and a bottle of wine, and the bill would be like fucking $10. I was just, no way this shit is this cheap. Your vlog editing on this is top tier. Yeah, I'm trying to get my editor to understand this. It's just, this takes too much of my time to edit it. But thank you. Thailand, Vietnam, or Sri Lanka? I would say Sri Lanka. But I would live in Vietnam over Sri Lanka. I would pay the little extra more to live in Vietnam.
So therefore, the Wi-Fi in the airport was not working.
But yeah, my editing is better on this because you can see my editing style has always been to never sit on one frame for too long unless if I'm talking. So you see that when I'm talking, I'm showing and I'm walking around at the same time. But I won't just be, because I know that makes people tune out. And if I decide to show a scene for more than 5 seconds, my editor can get close, even if I teach him, but like, nobody's gonna ever edit the way how I do because this is my shit. And I know, like, nobody's ever gonna do your stuff the way how nobody's ever gonna take care of your stuff the way how you would. Is a trade-off. Yeah, having multiple streams of income can cushion those issues for sure. Argentina's racist against blacks. I mean, you won't experience it, but it's definitely there, yeah. I think it's one of those things you won't experience it until you start. It's, again, racism is systemic. So once you start trying to do business or something like that, I think that's when it starts to show. But like going to restaurants and like renting apartments, no. What race have you ever dated? Have you never dated or been with? Central Asians. Otherwise, I've had everything. Almost. And Central Asians and Nordics, I haven't.
Working as well, so I had to take a taxi. There was a taxi driver that asked me if I needed a ride, and he had a SIM card, and he said he would take me, and it would only be 20 bucks. So I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. We get there, and then he changes the price anyway, right? He changed the price to $50 when we got there, but it was a driver and there was another guy helping me bring the stuff. They both came with me. They dropped me off. He pulled out his card machine, and when he pulls out his card machine, I have like 7 bank accounts, and 4 of them wouldn't work, and these 4 cards usually work everywhere in the world I use them. So I'm like, oh, that's odd. So I used the physical card, and that still didn't work. So I told him to get a different machine. He got a different machine, then that one didn't work. And I'm like, that machine usually works in every South American country I've been to. So then we eventually got it to work. He had already showed me the price. I was like, is this okay? I was like, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, the thing is, you can find an editor that does do it the way how I would, maybe because of experience or whatever. But it's gonna cost, and like the vlogs don't earn. Like an editor will want like $50 to edit this video, maybe even 60. And you know, these vlogs might only make like $200 at best. And it's just sustainability. You know, if I'm putting up 3 vlogs a week, like $200 is a lot. Like, you know, that's a lot a week. You know, $200 every week. I mean, I'm still in the profit, but then we're talking, that's just editing. That's just editing the video. That's excluding what it cost me to fly to Chile and walk around and, you know, sign up for a daily pass at the gym membership, go out to eat food, like all that counts in. So if I pay $60 for somebody to edit the video, and in the video, I spend an additional $100, and the video makes $200, but I spent $160, it doesn't, it's not worth it. It's too much effort being put to make $40 in profit.
He runs the card, and I asked him, hey, can I have a receipt? He takes the receipt, jumps back in the car, slams the door, and the driver speeds off. And so when I saw that, I instantly thought, oh yeah, they must have overcharged me for the fucking thing. So, check my bank account, it was $544.
Using AI to edit works. Like, I use 3 programs. If I was editing these reactions, I use 3 programs that make it significantly easier. There's a program I use where if I take breaks like this and I talk again, the AI goes through, it scans the sound, it scans the audio, and any little gaps, it'll go through and just snip it out and put out a whole video where there's no breaks. So then it makes it easy to have a more digestible video. And then I have another AI where I can remove the audio, upload it, choose the podcast preset, choose the whatever preset I decide to choose for whatever scenario. If this is a vlog, just take out the music, whatever. And then it comes back 2 minutes later, did it. So now I just saved myself of watching the entire video, clipping out the sound, and editing the audio. So now all I have to do is go back and watch the video, and maybe I repeat something, or, you know, or there's something that only a human would notice, you know. I can do that with reactions, or go back and clip and put an intro. But those 2 AI programs literally save me about, if it's a 30-minute reaction, that probably saved me about an hour worth of work. So it allows you to work faster. With reactions, yeah. But when it comes to vlogs, like, you can't really use AI the same way, because you have to go back and think about what type of vibe are you trying to paint. Like, that's why I selected the music that I did. That's the reason why I cut it the way how I did in the video. That's not really something AI could do. And that's why I say that AI has its limitations. Because there's certain ways that I'm gonna want to make something in the vlog funny, but only I, as a human, can know how to edit that in a certain way. But AI does speed up work. You should use AI as a tool to help you work more efficiently, but not to, you know, be your only way of working. We got a $5 super chat from Black Falcon, sent $5. Thank you. He says, great stream. Thank you very much. I'm glad you are enjoying it. But yeah, when it comes to vlogs, yeah, it does.
Now that also does inspire me just to get cash and use cash only, but that has its cons as well, which often is not worth it, especially when it comes to going back and getting more cash every single day and paying ATM fees. Somebody left a comment saying, oh, Austin, you just got scammed. Do you want us to buy your travel guides? Yeah, I want you to buy the travel guide. Would you rather buy a travel guide from a guy that got an experience of getting robbed, or a guy that read a book about getting robbed and now he gonna try to sell you a fucking course on how to not get robbed by reading a book? Which one makes more sense? I think it's a rhetorical question.
If you notice the sudden detail, there's music playing, but you can still hear the background music. I mean, the background of the city, the noise, which is a detail that helps you feel what I'm doing. I still have that shirt to this day. That's the one I was wearing yesterday, I think. Or day before yesterday.
Guys, so now I'm at a restaurant. The cafe I was at was a very different cafe. It was like the equivalent of like a Hooters, but a coffee shop. And there was all the chicks in there were Venezuelan, and oh my God, I was like, damn. So I was talking to the one that gave me the coffee, and yeah, y'all know I had to hop on that because she was giving me a certain kind of smile that didn't seem like it was just for the job.
So, you said I don't mean to offend, just facts. People make a place, but you Americans can't carry the American mentality everywhere you go. I would agree. I would agree. I don't really have too much to say though. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're talking about the Black American chicks that were in the nail salon showing their ass. Is that why you brought that up? What's going on, Sons 360? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, Americans do that a lot. I don't have too much to say about it.
So we're at this restaurant down the street, and I'm gonna let y'all know right now, Santiago is pretty lit. So far, this is day one. It's gonna be a lot of action going on out here, man.
Yeah, the vlogs were way better. Going back looking at
finished
this.
eating, and that does have me a little sleepy, even though I got a full night's rest because I went to the gym. So now, I guess I'm gonna catch an Uber. We're gonna go to a different side of town, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on that side. I can tell here it's a little more danger for sure than Paraguay. Paraguay, you pretty much don't have nothing to worry about. Uruguay as well. But here, I can tell you gotta. It's just like Brazil. You gotta be on your P's and Q's a little bit from what I can see, at least in this area. Stop right here and get some of these grapes. This is about 1,500. Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo está?
¿El 500 no?
Sí. Cartera. So 1,500, that's about $1.64 it costs to get the grapes. So we're gonna keep walking around and I'm gonna show y'all the rest of the city. Hola, permiso. Permiso. Hola.
That is so cringe.
Anyway, that chick was beautiful, but I think maybe she had in headphones or something because she didn't know who was behind her for her to be ignoring me. But I'm not gonna go as far as touching her.
He said that's you. No, I mean, it was cringe because it was on video. But I mean, we've all tried to speak to somebody that couldn't hear us or it didn't acknowledge us. It just looked cringe.
Alright, you guys, so it is a very mountain, you know, there's a lot of hills in this city. So I'm going to go to a rooftop to show you guys what the sunset looks like and what it looks like to just get a rooftop view of the city. But also, I cut my beard down. I cut the length down while I was upstairs. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I looked at myself dead on and I was like, yeah, I look weak now. Like, my facial proportions, I think, were perfect with the longer beard. So I'm about to go drink a lot.
No, they were not.
Because if y'all don't know, drinking makes the facial hair grow faster. Believe it or not. You don't have to believe it, but it does, trust me. I've been studying that for years. And I notice when I drink, my shaving time increases by half. Like, I have to shave 2 times sooner than I used to. So, yeah. That's what, it's because these haven't grown up all the way, but fuck it. I just gotta, let's see if we get less truth and signals now, but I'm just gonna talk to some women and see if I get a different reaction now. Cause that beard, now I realize how masculine I look with a beard. Hola. Sí.
Muchos negros aquí es de Venezuela.
Ah, sí.
Sí.
¿No crees que la podamos repetir?
Hey, y'all, it's inside of this hotel. The rooftop is supposed to be inside of this W hotel up here, so. Oh, they got a cigar lounge in here too. Let's check that out first. Oh, so the cigar lounge is on the -1 floor. So I guess we'll just take the stairs and get down there a little faster. Okay, we'll take the elevator because I ain't gonna keep doing this. I don't think the beard looks that bad now that I'm looking at it in the full mirror. It's just a new look. But yeah, I look weaker. I definitely look weaker.
Hola. ¿Dónde casa de Rabán? Gracias.
Alright, you guys, so the rooftop that I wanted to go to at the top of this W hotel was closed, but we're gonna eat at this restaurant right here. If you look off in the distance, you can see the mountains that I was talking about. The city is surrounded by the mountains. That's why the skyline, I assume, looks the way it does. It's Monday, so it seems like things are a little slow, but we're gonna get something to eat. Like I said before, this is the place to get some action from the Venezuelans. There's a Damn near every person I've met today was from Venezuela. Damn near the Uber driver was, everybody. Remember somebody said there's a more sophisticated crowd here? I could definitely see that 100%. It's not like a lot of the other countries in South America where it's a little more relaxed. It's definitely a lot more sophisticated here. I can see that. Alright, you guys, so all of that together was about 40 US dollars. Keep in mind that I'm at the W Hotel, so I'm pretty sure a regular restaurant would be that expensive, maybe like 20 bucks. But they said I couldn't smoke in here, so I'm about to finish this drink and then we're gonna do some walking down the street. And I'm gonna head back to the crib to edit this video. So y'all click the like button if you have not already. Thank you very much. So as y'all can see, the wind is blowing it's not super strong, but it's decent. But we got some nice women going up in the top of the W Hotel, as you may have saw. It's a little chilly, so out here, I can see at nighttime you definitely should wear jeans and short sleeves. Probably don't need a big jacket, but jeans and short sleeves would be great. So we're gonna walk along this strip right here. Now this entire time I've been seeing black people.
I need to go get more clothes like that. Like, I still have a lot of that stuff. I still have it. I just can't fit it anymore. But I need to go get more shit like that.
Out here, but this area is, I feel like I was back in Europe for a second, so it's completely different on this side.
If I had to live in Santiago, Chile, or Namibia, considering the fact that Z would be with me, I would definitely choose Santiago, Chile. Like, there's more stuff to do. It's a bigger city to explore. Like, there's plenty of stuff that I didn't do. Like, I still didn't do snowboarding in the mountains. Like, there's a lot of shit to do in Santiago, Chile. Like, a lot. Like, yeah, it's a very beautiful city. Namibia, Windhoek, Namibia is too, but yeah. Yeah, no, the clothes that the tailor Nelvin Chuma was making for me and that you see in his video, that shit was nice. Like, I'm looking at it like I'm trying to figure out why the Chilean chicks weren't just dropping their panties for me. Did you see how I looked? And I used to say that. When I used to wear his clothes, I think I got a lot of action just from them shirts he used to make me.
So here it looks like it says urban culture, so you have a lot of people doing these little break dances out here. Well, you guys, that is the end of the first.
Yeah, I need to get more clothes like that. Let me go back. Those vlogs actually were good. Still not sustainable, but they were good. Those wouldn't hurt once and every now and then. But the good thing about that vlog is it wasn't made around me constantly talking to women. Like, I did it in the video, but like, I'm not gonna constantly do that.
You guys, we are leaving
Look
the
at my
city.
fucking hair. What the hell? Why didn't y'all say I needed to cut my hair? Boy, everybody was telling me not to cut my hair. Z was telling me not to cut it. Bobby told me not to cut it. Like, why the hell was I walking around like that? That shit look crazy. I definitely was gonna have to get a different hairstyle or something if I was gonna wear it that long. Because that shit is too long.
You guys, we are leaving the city of Zeros, headed to Gaborone, Botswana. And it's a very beautiful day out here in this small town. It feels a lot safer now than it did last night. Last night it felt just very dangerous. People were staring. It looked like if we wanted to go anywhere to get a drink or something, we're probably going to get robbed. So now we're talking to this Matatu guy right here to see if he could take us to Gaborone directly from here, which is about a 2-hour drive. So I just tell him to stop somewhere we get something to eat as a group, and then we go from there. But I'm just waiting on him to give me a price, and then we'll continue on. But make sure you guys like the video, subscribe. We're about to go to the 29th country. Bobby and I have both been to 28 countries. We haven't been to the same countries, but we coincidentally have been to 28 countries. So we're about to both hit number 29 right now, and then after that is number 30.
That's what it is. One ruler star. African chicks was telling me that my hair was okay. So if the women was telling me it was okay, I was like, it must be okay. But yeah.
So make sure you stay tuned. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, that
I
shit
did a
look
poll last night
crazy as
asking
hell.
if people wanted to see my vlogs. My vlogs are usually 15 to 25 minutes. Majority of people said keep them 20 to 25 minutes. And then the other group said 25 to
That shit
35
look
minutes.
crazy.
It was about 40% of people, I believe, said this. So we'll try to get them to 30 minutes, and we'll do that.
Like, it's too long to blend. It's too long to blend.
For about a week and see how it goes. Because the thing is, I can make the video an hour, right? But it's want to see my videos maybe slightly. I'm saying, yeah, but now we got another one. He hasn't told us the price yet. He said he'd drive us down the street. So then, I guess if we don't get the price in like 2 minutes, we'll just say fuck it. Bless you. So. Alright, so this is what he was taking us to, was this little station right here. It says Zeros to Gaborone on the back of this, so I guess this is why he didn't tell us the price, because this guy's route. So we'll get our stuff out here. Hello.
Hello.
How much is it to go to Gaborone?
Pula 100. Rent 150.
120. 120? Per person?
150.
Okay. That's fine.
That's fine.
Can you...
go to Pula? It's 100 Pula. You got Pula.
Huh?
You got Pula.
He said I was looking devious. He said I'd be like, watch out for this nigga. No, you know, that is what it looks like. Like, I think if I saw me from somebody else's perspective, I would feel like I was dangerous with that hair.
100 Pula.
What is that? Like,
It's
a lot better now. Yeah. Yeah. So in total 120. Okay, can we get something to eat? Can we get food?
Food. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay.
Okay. So
So we'll stop and I guess we can stop to get food and then we go.
alright, so
yeah, you said yeah, you said I look like a YN. Yeah, that's how they be looking, bro. That shit look crazy. But yeah, African chicks was liking my hair long like that, so that's why I didn't cut it.
Okay. Yeah, this is why we have too much stuff. We need a pack lighter next time. All right, so this guy's gonna take us. All right, thank you. All right, so he said that he'll take us to Gaborone for 120 rand, which is literally like $5 or $6. So that's why you guys got.
Southern Africa is so nice. Like, we're in a small, like, bullshit ass town in South Africa, but it still looks nice.
Be aware for how much stuff actually costs, because that guy was trying to seriously get over on us. So that's a huge difference. We went from $115 to.
Did y'all hear that little horn sound? That was the gimbal on my camera. And that's another reason I don't like that. That's one thing. The Pocket 3 is what I'm recording with right now, but it has a gimbal, so it has a moving part that's bound to break at some point. And every time it would turn, it would, and you could hear it every time I was vlogging like the last couple months.
$5 for the exact same trip. Insane. So
You said you look like a nigga, yeah.
I'm gonna get some snacks really.
Let me look at it again. Yeah, nah, that shit was, from this angle, it looks okay. But I don't know, from the front, that shit look crazy in the sunlight. Nah.
I'm gonna get me I'm gonna get some snacks really quick. Please shop.
Damn.
Around. So you've been to Gaborone before? You've been to Gaborone?
Yeah, once.
You going there now?
No, I'm just going to the border.
You going to the border? Oh, okay. So what did you think about Gaborone? It's a nice place. Is it boring?
Not boring. Yeah, it's a nice place.
It's-
A lot of people moving around.
It's a lot of people walking around,
Yeah.
and they're friendly.
Yeah, they're friendly.
Okay, well, we'll take your word for it. We about to head there now to see.
Great. I'm just on my hair the whole time. Let me see if anybody talking about it in the comments. Like, look at this dude. Austin, as a South African, I can honestly say we really don't care what you think of us, especially because you're from America. And a quick reminder, South Africa, Botswana, Lesotho, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Mozambique are all one people. The only thing that separates us is these artificial borders created by the people who enslaved your great-grandparents. What an insult.
We're gonna stay there a couple of days. You been in Namibia?
No, I've never.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. There was a lot of women in Botswana that still gave me attention walking around looking like this. This shit crazy.
Stay that was $50 for one night, and you've seen how it looks. But this place has this very beautiful view. By the way, it feels very safe here in Botswana. If you guys can see the view. This is all the way from South Africa. This type of terrain with the mountains in the background was like that. This is Bobby's room in here.
Shit's messy already.
Yeah, it's messy. Yeah, I gotta buy some new clothes, man. I've grown out of all my pants from bulk, and I keep needing to stop to go get some more pants. So we need to do that while we're out here. This is my bathroom. It was a very nice mall, but yeah, we're gonna go back over there. From the good amount of the city that we've been to today, it seems like you can walk around with no problem. Nobody seems violent or hostile. It seems like if you decided to move here, you'd have a peaceful life. I don't imagine it being too.
This doesn't have the same editing that I did in my Chile vlog. The Chile vlog had more music and I was painting a picture. But this vlog is still like very enjoyable, and it has like no music. It's just clipping in between scenes. I didn't edit this one.
Much to do. It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like a barren wasteland, but it doesn't
Let me see that shit again. Yeah, now Botswana was crazy with that shit. That shit was crazy. You see these two chicks, the one on the left and the right? Were y'all watching on Bobby's Kick Live that day? This one right here, I think this one on the left, she picked up my fucking tripod and hit her, was trying to hit her with it. Trying to break my equipment.
My God, can't take my eye off you. Can't take my eye off you. Him God, don't got nothing on you. Don't got nothing on you. My heart is ready for something I have been planning a long time. True love crime, I hope you know that.
So, you guys, that's the end of today's vlog. Hey, y'all South Africans be petty, man. I'm looking at the comments. I gotta stop that shit. Okay, I see why people could watch my channel now. Well, I've always known, but I'm just going through. If I were somebody else, if I were somebody else and I found these videos, I would like it. You said you would like for us to go where it's just them and give us a report. What, in South Africa? Well, I don't know if I can go back to South Africa. I was talking too much shit the other day. Botswana, we're having an amazing experience so far. Like, this is a time where I was just drinking every day. Thanks to Nairobi. I 100% blame it on Nairobi because, like, they drink so much there. You'll fall into the habit of just constantly drinking. I think I'm gonna go drink again today. Because I'm supposed to be meeting up with an army guy and he's a bad influence. But, yeah, we're supposed to go to some restaurant or some shit. For you guys. So we're gonna take some photos, everything, videos, do a live stream. So like that video, subscribe, but we're about to get into it. I love you guys. I'm about to help you guys out with this video. Alright, y'all, so we are headed to the mall down the street to go pick up some stuff for that little pool party I told y'all about. Very nice area that we're living in. I'm gonna show you guys. Very nice. The mall's actually right here by where we're staying at, so let's go in here and pick up this stuff and get to it. Like I said, you guys go to the Patreon. Go to the Patreon and see what's really happening, and we're gonna go live on Kick later on because Bobby done inspired me to get monetized on Kick, so I'm gonna need at least like 300 people to sign up, and I know y'all can do it because thousands of y'all be watching my videos. So let's go. We're headed into this mall right here. I guess just I just got a notification that you signed up for that pre-screening. Just to let you know again, that is to talk to my assistant. I don't know if you know. So he should be reaching out to you here soon to see, you know, what exactly you want to do. But I can look at your profile and see what you put. There's a small shopping center nearby where we're staying. It's called Sorona City Mall. So, yeah. All right. Hold on, let me check something real quick. This is Sunday's webinar, May 17th. Why is it on OBS I can't paste a comment? May 17th. We're hosting our webinar about making money online. Why is it on OBS I can't paste a comment? Here, this is the link to it. Remember, if you can't make it, it will be available to download after. So, very, like I said, very nice and very modern. This entire place. But you see that these watermelons, these are the first watermelon I've ever seen like this. I think this is good for a party too. We need to get one of these. Maybe even two. How the fuck? Is that 94? That's expensive. Hold on, we won't be getting one of those. Bro, that's like $4 or $5 for a watermelon. Nah. Oh, how much is that?
52. Like almost
$7. Okay. So let's go ahead. Frank Crump sent $50 on Cash App for something to eat and drink. So, Army guy, I was supposed to be doing a jump rope. Looks like we gonna be eating and drinking today. Look through the rest of the store. I could make some of these real quick. They got some lamb chops.
Oh, if you
Yeah.
have donkeys, they have donkeys. So if it's planned, maybe you could get a donkey there.
All right, well, we never got that donkey beef. She called it something else. She called it Szechuan. She started laughing. I said pulled beef, and this is the cow's hoof. So it reminded me of Pippy. Let's try it.
Oh, yeah, I got some instructions. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like pig feet, y'all. It tastes pretty good. You have to go back and get this. So it's Sunday, and the only thing about Gaborone, like people were saying, is that it's not really a lot of stuff to do here. So, because I was even asking ChatGPT, like, what should we do? This is like, go to the game reserve. But the thing is, but like they need to be a little more obvious, and so that's why we go to these spots to find these spots for you guys to tell you guys that. So, yeah, we'll have that coming out soon. But yeah, it's pretty quiet in here right now, so I'll record a little later. But in the meantime, we're just chilling out right now. I'm gonna give me another Long Island, but I won't get lit like yesterday. I'm gonna take it slower this time. You guys, Bobby and I. Yeah, you wanna be in my vlog? Well, she's shy all the time.
I don't look okay. I look crazy.
Who told you that? We're going to our next place, and it's actually, this looks like a area in South Africa I've been to, looking at this hill in front of us, but our driver is very enthusiastic about showing us around. She doesn't want to be on camera. She's watching the camera more than she's driving, but she doesn't want to be on the video. Bro, I think this time of last year I started really growing up, because I cannot drink. I'm just sitting here looking at, I'm not drinking right now in the video, but I'm just looking at how I was drinking. And I can't do that shit that way. Like, I don't know how the fuck I was sitting around drunk. Like, I was drunk all the time. Like, I was always lit, unless if I was at the gym. I don't know how I did it. No, Army guy is here in Malaysia. She said, we know. Yeah, I was, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I don't know how I went off the deep end like that. Like, cause it was a certain point, I think, where I just got lost in Kenyan women. I know what it was. It was cause I was making too much money not doing anything. Like when I was doing that whole book a whole consultation thing, I was getting people to pay for consultations. My team was handling everything, and I just had a lot of free time and a lot of money sitting around. And so I was just drinking all, because it looked like it wasn't going away. It did. It did go away. I drank it all away. Obviously, I spent some of it furnishing my apartment. I paid off my car that I got in the States. I mean, I didn't blow it all, but like, yeah, bro, I blew, like, I would have an additional $20,000 or $30,000 in my bank right now if I would have been a little bit more responsible. Like, I don't know how the fuck I did that, but hey, I can get away with it because I was 24, 25 and 26. I can get away with it. But yeah. I don't regret it because I enjoyed it.
Today I'm at this restaurant that my Airbnb host recommended, which has traditional.
You know, I'm looking at the corners of my mouth and they're white, not because I need to wipe my mouth. You'll never catch me with that shit in the side of my mouth. My mama would whoop my ass back when I was a baby if I ever had that spit in the corner of my mouth. That wasn't happening. But I was drinking so much that I was dehydrated to the point where the corners of my lips was cracking. It was that bad. It's that bad.
Food. Actually, there's a nice shop inside where they have a bunch of stuff. Like you can even buy an ostrich egg. I thought it was interesting because it said that you needed a permit from the government to leave the country. But I guess they get an ostrich egg and they drill a hole in it to drain all the everything out of it, the yolk and all that stuff out of it, and they. What else is there to do?
Well, there are surrounding areas that you can go to. There's actually
The amount of women we were able to interact with in Botswana was crazy as hell. Like, this is just what y'all are seeing on video. Like, again, that's why when y'all be talking about going to other places besides Africa, like, I don't know, bro. If you go on a date, Africa, it's not gonna get any better. Like, if you can't satisfy your needs in Africa, you asking for too much. Honestly. I think I'm about to go get lit again. Frank Crump sent $50, so we'll go get lit. It will be on live too.
That's actually the biggest one. It's the biggest footprint that we've had.
Footprint. Okay.
It's bigger than this house actually.
What footprint? You talking about a dinosaur footprint? What you mean? She says bigger than his house. You talking about a dinosaur?
Oh my god. It's the first footprint in Botswana that we had of the biggest person, the biggest man.
The biggest. So you're exaggerating.
No, I'm not.
No.
It's called Linaulahamatsi.
Is it man-made?
It's not man-made.
So you mean to tell me that this is a 4-bedroom house, and you're telling me that there's a human's footprint bigger than this house?
Bigger than this one.
ChatGPT did not tell me that exists.
What is this speaking?
Because it would have not forgot that. Yeah, please.
Don't need alcohol to be yourself. What big bottle did I have? Yeah, I'm naturally funny, for sure. Because I laugh at shit that I say after the fact. When I go back and look.
So for everybody that watched last night's live stream, you seen that we were hanging out with that girl, and all you guys loved her.
There's nothing in these Botswana vlogs. Like, Botswana is really boring. Like, there's nothing in these vlogs. I'm sitting around talking the majority of all these vlogs. Like, I'm just scanning through to see if I'm gonna see. We're just at the grocery store and eating food. Like, there's really nothing to do there.
It's not man-made.
You say that the other foreigners are stealing jobs that y'all don't want? Personally?
We were predicting the MAGA uprising in South Africa right before it happened.
I would not consider it stealing the jobs, because us South Africans, it depends. You get the lazy type of South Africans that don't want to work, they want to sit at home and do nothing the entire time, and then you get the South Africans that are willing to go out and work. So the foreigners, they take the jobs of the people that don't want to work. They don't want to provide for the families, they just want to sit at home and do nothing. Where the foreigners, they have a family that came to South Africa and they want to provide for their family. So personally, I don't think that foreigners steal jobs. They give us more opportunities. South Africans have a tendency of being...
Alright, you guys, we are still here in beautiful Pretoria, South Africa. We are starting the bus ride today. We will only be in Pretoria for one night, and I'm showing you guys where I'm staying at because I will not be here tomorrow. So if you are looking to kidnap me, you won't find me here. But look at this beautiful lush street and the purple trees, and South Africa is really a very beautiful country. So we're gonna get outside here in Pretoria and do a tour around the city, you know, just find some nice bars and restaurants and see what it looks like here in the city. And I hope you guys enjoy it. This is the bus expedition. We're going from here to 3 more cities on the way to Gaborone, Gaborone, however you say it, Botswana. And then we're going to be in 2 cities and 1 border town in Namibia. And then we'll be spending the rest of our trip in Namibia. And you guys don't want to miss it. So make sure you subscribe. One thing I've noticed,
We didn't do none of that shit.
listen, is there's a lot of light-skinned women out here walking around with umbrellas. And I think that might be, you know, it might be a social thing. Like they don't want to get dark from the sun. Like there's another one over there. They don't want to get dark from the sun. Or it's like a skin bleaching thing and they have...
I found that to be so crazy that black folks is walking around with umbrellas. That's why I felt the need to say something, because I'm like, what are y'all doing? We made for the sun.
Have sensitive skin to light. Now the thing is also is that it's not hot outside. It's probably like every bit of like 75 degrees, 80 degrees. It's not hot. So there's no way in hell that they, especially black folks we don't need umbrellas. So we'll figure that out. Texas.
How you finding South Africa?
We've been to Durban, Cape Town for a few hours. We just got from Johannesburg here. We about to ride a bus all the way to Namibia. So far we love it though. But it's not that hot though.
Yeah, like,
For black folks?
yeah, like, we're in Africa.
I could see if we was in Romania and they ain't even wearing umbrellas. Is it skin bleaching? You think it's skin bleaching? Not skin. They really that hot? Alright, well maybe we tripping. The reason that she stopped to talk to us was
It was like 75 or 80 degrees outside. I'm just wondering why the hell they had... Why did they have umbrellas? It was 85, 70, 75 or 80 degrees outside.
this is a very, very beautiful view of Pretoria right here. Very beautiful. Outstanding. Very, very nice. So I want to do is I want to walk up to the top of this building and get some footage of it for you guys. But yeah, it's very nice. That's an active government office, so we can't actually just go up there. It says this is a monument for the South Africans that died in the First World War. What do you know? You got Africans fighting European wars.
See, now, my older style of editing, I didn't edit this video, my editor did. This portion would have had music behind it to paint a picture. That is the difference. Now that we looked at the Chilean vlog.
Okay, so we are here in Namibia, in Windhoek, Namibia. We finally made it. And they, at the ATMs, they're giving out South African rand here, but they said they take it on the street. instead of the Namibian dollar. I will tell you guys this: whenever I'm going on a walk now, walking down the street, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what it looks like along the entire way, and I'm gonna be giving some commentary on stuff that's just going through my head the entire way there. I know you guys like hearing me talk, so that'll be happening. So as you guys can see, it looks very desert-like. It's very quiet. Nobody's on the road, and right now it's about 10:15 a.m. on a Saturday. Nobody's outside, so we're walking to this church.
Yeah, I said that's funny. Michelle said, when I said I spent the majority of my time drunk, you said we know. That's actually hilarious to say that. Yeah, I spent a lot of time drunk in Nairobi.
This German style church down the street. This entire walk should take me about an hour, so this might end up being a pretty long vlog. But yeah, tell you guys, last night we went out to a club. We went out to 2 clubs. One of them was like majority white, as you guys may have seen. A lot of those dudes in there were gay, and yeah. So just saying that, I told you guys about Southern Africa. Southern Africa, it seems that, and listen, I have to put a disclaimer every time. I have no issue with gay men. These are just observations that I'm making. And then we went to another club with majority, well, it was pretty much only black people there. But there was like there was an issue with the men there as well. So like, not only are they, you know, LGBT, but they're like hella aggressive. So like, I have to constantly like tell dudes, you know, I'm not gay. Like, get the hell off me.
Frank Crump sent $10 on Cash App for something to smoke. Thank you very much. I don't think I'm gonna go out like that though, but I will be drinking. I think I got my mind made up.
I'm trying to hold my hand, you know, doing stuff like that. And in East Africa, I'm not saying there's no gay people, but I guess since they're more homophobic on that side of the continent, maybe they're not as open with it. But in Southern Africa, they're very open about it. Of course, they pretty much don't give a damn. So, I mean, take that as you like.
The music could not be on this part. Like, I don't know why he put music right there. This vlog is not so great because of that.
I'm gonna start live streaming these walkthroughs.
Yeah, like why the hell is there music? No.
It's a lot of place here for a lot of family. You see in this way.
Yeah, there's no need for music to be right here either.
You guys, so I feel so special today because our new addition to the show is keeping me in Namibia. That's the first part. And then the second part, she said she's gonna treat me today to dinner at one of these restaurants here in Windhoek. So we're gonna go in here and show you guys what it's like to be on a date with Z. Yeah, that's her stage name, Z.
So tonight we are here at Joe's Beer House. It's very beautiful, very lovely, and also my forehead is popping. Anyways.
Alright. So, we're gonna ask her why she picked this restaurant, and we're gonna see what they got on the menu and what type of people are in here. Z, so what made you bring me to this restaurant today?
Okay, so first and foremost, I haven't been here in such a long time, hey? And it's just such a beautiful vibe. It's like you are basically in nature. And I mean, it's Joe's Beer House. It's beautiful. It's lovely. And I've never really tried out their food. So I was like, let me bring you here. And, you know, I just wanted to do something nice for you.
Yeah, so, wow, she just sold it. I want to go back there based off of listening to what she just said.
You want me to put the ranch on your salad today?
Yeah.
And cut the food up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to cut her food up for her today. I already pulled out the chair for her.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't worry, she's in good hands.
Definitely.
Give you guys a new announcement. We're officially going to be moving in together. I will no longer be coming back to Kenya. Bobby and I sat down and weighed the pros and cons, and I think he said it's just best that I just stay here and tie the knot and stay in Namibia. Does that sound about right to you?
Of course it does.
Oh. You guys notice that I'm drunk more often. She's part of the reason that is happening. And she just ordered us 2 Long Islands. She also said only put 2 ice cubes, which means that they can't cheat it. Hopefully they don't try to supplement it with more Coke. But I think they'll put alcohol.
This video was 6 months ago.
That's what they did at the last place, so. But I'm in good hands. That's what I really meant to say the first thing. She's been keeping me in good hands the entire time. That's why I'm just so warm-hearted right now. And I think it's in our best decisions to just stay here and continue providing y'all with this content. Listen, I got messages from people that I haven't talked to in years saying, Austin, you found your wife over there in Namibia. You need to get Austin. And Monday started.
I think a more romantic song could have been here.
Booty's here.
Oh, wait, no, she'll pray with me. Yeah, that's right.
Oh. Yeah, this song is like when I'm going on a night crawl or some shit. I think there could have been a better, more romantic song, like slow. A slower song could have been right here. Oh. Yeah, you guys ever notice whenever she eats, she bounces like that?
Both got the same. We got matching plates. We only got matching plates because I didn't feel like looking at the menu. Really good French fries. Ronald, if you're watching this video, it's just like the local grill French fries.
We're at about 15 people for the webinar. Make sure you guys sign up for Sunday's webinar. Like, this is a better song. Like, maybe not the entire thing, but starting off, this is a better song. Aww. But this part is not so nice. The song could have been different there. Oh.
So, we're going to give you guys...
It looks like we're really in love right now.
There's a pan around the room and show everybody. So this is the back. If you're coming from this, it has a Joe's Crab Shack type of vibe, and it has like a gecko that's in Kenya vibe. Like, this is like the same concept as far as like the bikes everywhere in bottles and wooden chairs and all this kind of stuff. Go ahead. You got birds in the cage over here. We have to move again tomorrow and then move back to the place we were at.
I have to be very. Austin was just frightened.
That's cute.
Man.
Yeah, this is our office space.
Alright, so we going into the mall here now to pick up some stuff, and I need to get some groceries too real quick for the house. How do you feel about the show that we had today at the radio station?
It was alright, you know, but it was nice having you on my show.
I'm glad. I'd love to be back. So yeah. So we're going to this mall. I'll show you guys what we get, and then we'll go from there. She wanted to go into Mr. Price to get a new dress, and we were supposed to get groceries, but it is 7 p.m. and the clothing store and the grocery store are closed. Just like everything else in the mall right now. So I told you guys, in Southern Africa, this is the only place in the world where everything shuts down around 6 and 7 o'clock. If you want to buy liquor in Botswana and Namibia, you have until like damn near 5 p.m. And then, yeah, even in Mozambique, you guys remember at like 6, 7 o'clock at night, like if you had to get something, you could forget about it. So I don't know why that is. So I guess we're gonna keep walking. There has to be some sort of grocery store open because I don't see the capital city being completely shut down. So we'll keep looking. So on a Friday night at this Bossa Good Times restaurant, this is what you get to see. And what do you know? You got more men looking at me than women right now. Okay, so we about to go to the grocery store. I'm telling her this is like a really nice sunset city. Like this is a beautiful city. And we're also trying to get a taxi right now, and the price of the taxis are like double. I think they're about double what they usually cost. And so I was telling her about I was in a situation in Santiago, Chile, and then he peeled the receipt off, showed me like this, and then jumped back in the car and sped off so fast that he damn near ran over my foot, but I was paying attention. It was really like a cartoon. And so when he sped off so outfit, I told her I don't see nothing wrong, and she should probably take my judgment because I'm a man, but she said women don't dress for men, they dress for women. So
for women.
That's a new fact. Some men don't know that. I've heard that before, but I'm telling her it looks good. So we're going to this Bain Center, and then we're gonna go to the event after I'm done with this. And I take pre-workout every day, and I was telling her, now that I drank this is not my preferred pre-workout. This is what I had to use because they ran out of stock of the other one. Whenever I drink that, I can literally start hearing music play. Oh, we're going next door first. Guys, she's looking for some shoes right now, and she's like, I don't know what time the restaurant we're going to closes. And I was like, it can't be that soon because we're in the mall. It's a restaurant.
You got a body on it, don't
and she says, oh, the mall itself closes at 3. 3 o'clock on a Saturday. On a Saturday. Did you see? Okay, so that's what a bad outfit looks like. So she had to buy a new one. Even though I like it. That's why I told her, take a man's advice. I look at it, and I would have to get your number again. If I seen you wearing that, I would get her number again. So, but anyway, she got a new outfit. Now we're going to get along out of it. Shoe pull. It does look like him. Damn. Okay, so damn. Anyway, she about to shoot pool right here. This is the first activity we're gonna do. Oh, she didn't hit one ball basically. I give you a second chance. Yeah, you said kinfolk said certain U.S. cities, there's nothing more dangerous for a man to do than walk down the street with a beautiful woman on his arm. Incel thugs are unpredictable. I've been saying that, bro. That shit is very true. Like, yeah, some of y'all might think I'm exaggerating, but you got a chick that's attractive. A nigga might go upside your head with a pool stick. Like, just for no reason. Like, bro, they be crashing out behind women over there. Nah, we gonna keep that part in there.
We're not gonna. This embarrassment.
Yeah, cause she gonna blame it on the stick. Oh, she got the red one. Okay, she got one more shot. So maybe it wasn't one yellow, one red.
2 red balls.
Okay, so okay, you sure it's too red? Okay, just making sure. So it was a stick. It wasn't me. My turn. Look at it.
Okay, so
Why the hell was them pants so tight that I was wearing? Y'all gotta start telling me this stuff. I'll be 27 Saturday. Yeah, yeah, I think I'm about to shower real quick and then go meet Army guy. And I'll do it on live too. I hate going live with that phone. That phone, the phone always overheats. It's easier for me to go live right here, but when I go live on the phone, it's a pain in the ass, man. That phone overheats, it starts freezing and shit. It's annoying. Maybe I need to go live on the YouTube app instead of using that third party. But you have more control with the third party. Yeah, those pants are way too tight, but I was bulking. I haven't done a leg workout literally in like 6 or 7 weeks, which is unheard of. But I did so much work on my legs, like the shit's not going nowhere. Like these legs are stuck on me. I could never work them out again. They'll be the same size. One more video, and then I think we're gonna go ahead and shower and go outside. Yeah, here's my history videos. Some of the worst girls I've had on my channel is better than what you'll ever get. The trajectory here in Dallas does not seem too promising. I had a conversation with my father about his social life here in Dallas, and it sounds the same way, and I don't see too many other men having that much. I mean, obviously there's somebody out there, right? But I don't see too many other men having a great social life living in the DFW, at least in the Dallas area. Maybe in Fort Worth, we'll do some looking at that today. But I'm using Prism. In the DFW, absolutely not. The DFW is an area of cliquishness. You know, you go out, people are just huddled together. They went out to hang out amongst themselves in whatever group they came out with, and that's it. They didn't advise you, or they don't expect to communicate with anybody else, which is fine. They don't have to communicate with anybody else, but it's an issue when the entire city and everywhere you go to is like that. If you've been to Dallas, you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter where you go to. There's large amounts of people in one room that are just out just to be out, I guess to impress other people, but they don't have any interest in talking to the people that they're trying to impress. They're just there just to be there to waste space and to spend money at the same time. Now, when I was here the first time, I had people telling me like, oh, Austin, you should just, when you go out, because I used to complain about the same stuff 2-3 years ago. When you go out,
you should just go out with no expectations. You shouldn't have any expectations from people whenever you step outside. You shouldn't expect to socialize. Bull. I'm not going to social settings with no expectation to socialize. I don't care where I'm at in the world. If I go somewhere and it's whack and people aren't friendly and people are just there just to be amongst themselves, I'm not going. Now, for Anonymous, you said it's only been a week, right? We see family. I've seen my dad. I've seen my brothers. I still got to see a couple uncles and stuff like that, right? How long does that last? Is there life outside of family? You can't just hang with your family all the time. I was a damn good salesman. I'm a good salesman. I was selling subscribe to my YouTube channel without saying it. I'm hitting all the points that a salesman would do. Their life outside of family. And unfortunately, when you come to an area like this, it seems like there is no life outside of family. Unless if you are willing, you could probably find it. How much work are you willing to put in to have some basic social interaction? Right? Whenever I'm in Paraguay, Uruguay, there's not just a bunch of dudes hanging out in groups, or there's not just a bunch of women hanging out in groups. You actually see interaction in between the opposite sexes from each other. You see men on dates with women, you see vice versa, and sometimes you see groups of people. You see groups of people going out, they're willing to socialize. How can you readjust going from that, coming back? So I'm gonna take this jacket off. Going from that, coming back here. I don't see how you could possibly do it. It may be better in other cities. I also don't give a I'm not going nowhere else. This is that shit is funny. I am so funny. You said I looked out of place back in my hometown. Yeah, I was, bro. I was out of place. Hey, don't tell nobody. I'm about to take a shower and put this shit back on. Because I only put on this shirt for the live stream, so. This is enough. This is enough. I will go back to where I came from, like I was told. I will go back to where I came from. So, in other countries that I've been to around the world, you have an interaction with everybody, right? You go to the gym, people speak. People walk down the street to you, they speak. How many times have we been on a live and somebody finally spoke at 9 o'clock at night after I had been out all day and they said, and I told you guys, that was the first person I spoke to today. You go to a cigar lounge and everybody just walks right past. Nobody has the common courtesy to speak to you. I went to the cigar lounge the other day to ask, and I was on live when I did this. I asked the guy, where are those little cheap cigars? Because I bought a bunch of cigars, but I like to have some cheap dollar cigars that you can smoke really quick. Just because sometimes I might be smoking for a long time. He acted like I was bothering him by asking him which is his job. Where are the cheap cigars at? Now, where is that outfit? I look good. You know what? I think I gave that outfit to Z. I think she got it. She gonna have to give me my shit back. That look good. I seen Dan Sparks in the comments. Whenever I go to Bangkok, Thailand, everybody's Swati Cop. The cultures in these other places are a lot more friendlier. Just the most simple way I can explain it. They're a lot more welcoming and they're a lot more friendlier. When you come here, the culture is very isolated. And this is even amongst people I've known my entire life. I go back to see them and I'm looking at the neighbor. For example, whenever I was seeing my older brother, I'm looking at the neighborhood. I'm like, where is everybody at? 10, 15 years ago, this street would be full of people. People would be barbecuing, drinking outside, talking, whatever. Where is everybody at now? Everybody's indoors. And we can't blame it on technology, right? There's technology in Paraguay. There's technology in Uruguay. There's technology in Argentina. There's technology in Kenya. And everybody's outside. So what is the real issue? I don't know what it is. It's not my problem. I don't live here. I just mailed off my birth certificate to the state secretary today. So I'm officially making my way out of here. You know what's funny about that? Like it's basically like, hey, I'm coming over here. Hey, y'all are fucked up. I don't know.
y'all, this is y'all's issue, and I don't know what the issue is. I just mailed my birth certificate so I can get the fuck away from y'all. Like that throwing in that fact that I just mailed off my birth certificate comes off like, yeah, like nah, I'm finna legally get the hell away from y'all. That shit is funny.
But this is an issue that you guys will have to deal with, not me. You guys would have to deal with this, not me. I don't have to deal with this isolation, go out in public and have no expectation on interacting with the other people that live in your city. Who the f says that? On interacting with the other people that live in your city. Who the f says that? Who wants to put a one in the chat if you want to live somewhere where you're expected to not interact with people that are around you? I don't know anybody that does. Graveheart says the issue is Americans work too much. So if you've been watching me for a while, you know that when I was in Chile, when I was in Uruguay, no, not Uruguay, when I was in Paraguay, and a few places like Colombia and Brazil, I had a complaint that the women there worked too much, and it made it hard at times to see some of them. Like you had to really be patient for them to find a spot to squeeze you in at because they always work. Yet, Brazil was the country that changed my life. You know, Brazil has the best social culture I've been in the world so far. Out of everywhere I've been, I think I like that place is my number one.
I don't know how the hell I felt that way after I had been to Kenya, because I had already been to Kenya when I made this video. I had spent more time in Kenya than I ever did in Brazil at this time. I don't even know why the hell I said that. I couldn't have been thinking right. That's how fucked up America was. It made me forget about Kenya.
Yeah, I usually judge places how much I like them based off their social culture, and Brazil is that number one place, and it's Kenya number two. Now, it's not work, it's not technology. What is it? You know, we're from the country where everybody works 5 days a week. Like you're considered a workaholic in the United States if you work 7 days a week. That's considered overworking, working every single day. They have a word for that called burnout. I've never heard someone in Brazil think that working 7 days a week would lead to burnout. That's all they're used to. Yet, when I'm there, the entire mindset is completely different on their approach to life. We have something that these other people want, and we have something that they want. If you're somebody like me, I enjoy be a damn Satanist here. It's okay. You know, you can do whatever you want. And the history is racist as hell. And that being said, what morals are people in the United States being held to? What standards are they being held to show each other basic levels of respect? Respect is very important for me. I have zero tolerance for disrespect.
The fact that this was all off the top of the head goes to show you that I was super passionate about this topic because I wasn't reading anything.
You feel like you could disrespect me, I'm going to give you, it'll be 17 years and your ass wouldn't have heard from me again. Trust me. I don't give I got to go to the therapist because I don't give It's the honesty for me, bro. Salute. Thank you, Chosen1619 for the super chat. Thanks, bro, for all you do and waking us up, showing us it's a bigger world than just living here in the States. Thank you very much. And that's exactly what it's all about. Showing what the world is. And here's another thing. People love to say, critics and some know-it-alls that don't know shit, love to say like, oh, you're just getting the tourist welcome when you go to these countries. When you go to these countries and the women are so nice to you, they're just doing you like that because you're a tourist. Yes, if you've been to Jamaica, Panama, or the DR, and that's all you've been to, don't say shit. Because I've already heard about how they treat people at the airport in the DR. The majority of the people that we tried to interact with in Bolivia were not giving us they were actually giving the tourists, Jason and I, an interaction that made me wonder, do they not want tourists in Bolivia? But the ones that we did meet were some of the nicest people that you could meet. Okay? The people in Brazil that are nice to me when I was there, The people in Kenya that are nice to me when I was there, they're like that amongst themselves, okay? I've never seen, and maybe it has happened, I'm pretty sure it has happened, but I've never seen Kenyan women, Brazilian women fight in public, raise their voice at men in public, raise their voice at each other in public, cuss out men in public, cut men off when they're talking. Honestly, you can call me a misogynist or whatever you want. I think when I'm talking, you need to shut the fuck up, to be honest with you. And being in another country, I don't have to tell you that. I don't have to tell you that I'm a man and you shouldn't cut me off when I'm talking. I don't have to do that. You're absolutely right. Women do not know their place in the United States. I don't give a fuck how it makes anybody watching this feel. You don't like how it makes you feel, get the fuck off the live. Unsubscribe, unfollow me from Twitter, block me.
Yo, I don't think I can ever be like this again. I don't know. I don't have it in my heart anymore to be this upset about this shit. Like, I don't think I could ever. I think this was once in a lifetime. I don't think I could ever do another video like this again.
Get off my. I don't want you here anyway.
Yo.
But I know when I'm talking, I cannot stand being around a woman that doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. But when I'm in Paraguay, when I'm in Uruguay, I don't have to hear that. And it's not the fact that these women are more independent and they have a middle class, because they have a middle class in Chile, they have a strong middle class in Uruguay, and the women have their own cars and their own apartments, and I'm not getting overtalked. I'm not getting disrespected. I'm not getting a finger in the face. At least if they can't make it to the date, or let's say they change their mind because they find out something about me, they have enough common courtesy to cancel. And they don't cancel 15 minutes before when they knew the entire time. That's the difference. So yeah, it is a form, what I'm going through, I wouldn't call it red pill rage because I'm not bitter about women. This is bitter about, I wouldn't even call it bitter because I know I'm leaving, but this is me complaining or venting about American women, right? And I don't have to deal with it. But what
I think it has something to do with I think it has something to do with like having a good woman in your corner, like you said. And I think it also has something to do with like when I went back to Kenya, bro, I couldn't complain like this anymore. Like, I went to my comfort zone for so long that I don't give a damn about this stuff anymore. But that shit is funny.
used to call passport rage, which is just traveling and then coming back, and you have the, and then my bill. I had my reality, trust me. I don't have simps in my DMs willing to pay my bills. I don't have females that do that. And there may be some man that does have that. Is it common? Is that the norm? No. But it's always been a norm for a man to take care of a woman. So we don't live in the same reality. Men in Paraguay, men in Brazil, men in Uruguay, men in Chile, men in Argentina, men in Kenya are not cock blocking. At least not in mass numbers. Can you find that? Maybe. Off those countries I named, I maybe had 2 or 3 in a matter of 10 months out of all those countries spent together. You can go to one restaurant and go to the bathroom and there's somebody cock blocking you. There's somebody willing to fight you over a woman that they don't even know her name. But they want to go to prehistoric instincts of, okay, well, if I can overpower him, she'll somehow be attracted to me, which that doesn't always work. I don't know why some idiots think that. But that doesn't happen elsewhere. It doesn't happen elsewhere. It really doesn't. Because men are not deprived of sex in those countries I just named. Men are not deprived. Does that mean that the women don't have any standards? No, that's not what it means. But every woman in the United States just about feels like she deserves everything that a man could give. Some of y'all, some of y'all do. Some of y'all ain't. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Some of y'all don't deserve it. You ain't did shit to deserve it. Let alone, you probably don't even look like you deserve it. As a man, at the bare minimum, we want some good looking women, you know? So what makes you think you deserve something? See, a chick in Paraguay or a chick in Kenya will step down on a man's his physical attractiveness, if he can supplement the other things. Here, we've reached a point where if you have the other things but you're not physically attractive, what she's gonna do is she's gonna milk you dry for those resources you got and leave your ass with blue balls because you weren't physically attractive. Then go to somebody that is physically attractive and has nothing and use him. Meanwhile, in another country, somebody will just use both out of one guy. Let's say Austin has, let me not use, let's say this guy has no physical attractiveness, but he has the resources. She'll be content with both of those. She won't have to have two guys to milk each one out of. Now, am I saying that women in other countries don't cheat? Absolutely not, because in Latin America, that's a pretty normal thing. But what are you getting? I asked you guys this last night. What are you getting here? Like, tell me, some of the worst girls I've had on my channel is better than what you'll ever get in this country. Some of my worst girls that I've had on this channel are better than what you'll ever get in this country. Think about that. And some of my worst girls have been claimed, which I think I believe too, they've claimed that they're prostitutes. Still better than what you gonna get. See, if she was a prostitute, I get a prostitute that cooks, good attitude, etc., etc. You ain't getting none of that. You get a prostitute that gives you an attitude. That's if she is one. I'm not saying she is. But the worst is better than what you'll ever have if you stay here. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that you can side by side one of these American chicks with one of these foreigners that are in their home country. There's no comparison. There's no comparison to the experience. These don't even go to the gym. In Latin America,
What views about continental men that I have? I need to get my hair back like that. I think the back needs to be lower. The curls are like perfect on there.
these don't even go to the gym. In Latin America, the gym is the club. That's how many women go to the gym in Latin America. Here, the gym is just the gym. Like, if I could get rid of all the clubs in Latin America, my life wouldn't be any different. I would just go to the gym, work out, meet women there, socialize with women that will smile at you when you talk to them. No problems. But you go to the gym here, most of the women look like they're whales and they've been in the gym for 6 months and they haven't lost any fat. They need to practice eating once a day is what they should do. And they should eat a salad only. When I go to the gym in Latin America and I approach a woman, even when there is no interest, I still get a smile. I still get rejected with a smile. Does that happen in the United States? Yeah.
Oh, nah, African men do be cock blocking. I don't know why I wasn't basing more of this video around that. Look at my face. Look at how fed up I look. What the hell? I definitely don't feel like this right now. Somebody said, I like how all the struggling single mothers are posting their cash apps. It's true though. Because the thing is, a lot of those women have played the game so long their entire life, and it was like where they thought it was never going to end. and now it's ended, and now it's really biting them in the ass. But yeah, African dudes definitely be cock blocking. I didn't see it in 2023 as much, but when I went back in 2024, but really around 2025 is when I really started seeing it. They be cock blocking. Not as bad as American guys, but they do it.
Yeah. Is it common? Am I going to tell you to expect that when you come here? No, the I wouldn't say that. Don't expect that. Expect rudeness. Because like I told you guys earlier, this country is built off of no religion. They say it's built off Christianity. That's not what it is. Trust me. On paper, it is. On paper.
Maybe I don't feel this way because we have our great President Trump in office.
But we're not really held to any religious standards. Right? There's no morals here. So people treat you however they treat you, including the opposite sex. You in the wrong gyms. No, the hell I'm not. I done been to gyms on 5 different continents. I'm at the right gym. Just binge watch the Austin Holloman Patreon again, and the latest content is fire. Keep dropping those behind the scenes gems. Yes, if you guys are not subscribed to the Patreon, subscribe to the Patreon. It's only $4 a month. That's a little more than a gallon of gas here in Dallas. Everybody has $4 a month. If you guys enjoy me educating you with this type of content and you want to support the content, besides dropping super chat donations, you can support the content by signing up for the Patreon. It keeps me working and it keeps me constantly learning. $4 to know. Because I can sit here, I'm here temporarily, right? I'm leaving, I have the option to leave. I just mailed off my birth certificate to get my apostle for my birth certificate placed on there so I can start working on my citizenship in another country. Okay, I just need to do my FBI fingerprints, but I can do that in that other country. I could knock it out while I'm here though. But not everybody, people may have the finances to do that, but they don't have the freedom. People may have the freedom, but they don't have the finances. So the good thing about you doing what it obviously is working for you because you have the same behavior. So continue doing what you do, and I will find the men that don't want to deal with it. And then something. And I was like,
my biggest mistake in this video was not selling something. I should have had something to sell. This lady in the comments right here, Monique, says, laugh my ass off. Let me see. What's she laughing at? That entire video is funny.
What do you mean who's masculine and feminine? Shut the fuck up. Deal with as many of the common issues that those people in that country experience. But they have real shit that they're worried about in other countries. Like they have corruption and crime. Which I'm not saying the United States doesn't have those things. But it's not dumb issues and gender wars. There's no gender war, in these other places. People don't have the mental capacity to sit around and argue about who should open the door, who should pay the bill, who's masculine and who's feminine. What the do you mean who's masculine and feminine? Shut the fuck up. Who's masculine? Shut the fuck up. That's what you deal with being here. Who tried to turn you gay? Turn on the news. Or to enjoy the companion.
My beard is even completely different. My beard is... That's what they call beard maturity. Because, it's a lot thicker. That's my left side. Yeah, if you look at my left side today, it looks nothing like what you see on the screen. Completely different. But yeah, so I'm gonna end that right there. He spoke there right in the camera from the heart. Yeah, that video got that was like an hour and 5-minute rant. That video got 82,000 views. The thing is, I just can't create this type of content anymore. I can't rant this way. This shit is done. a chapter of my life is like over. Like I'm not upset. I was upset during that time. But yeah, we just hit 160,000 subs finally, thanks to the reactions. Been getting around 1,200 subscribers a month. It says on my thing. So yeah, Cash App is $ Austin Holloman. We about to go to the restaurant. I'm about to hop in the shower, go to the restaurant, meet Army Guy, and yeah, get something to drink too. And yeah, I'm over that phase. Yeah, and that's the thing. With other content creators that do that type of content, they just want to sit around and like just bitch about women every day. And I'm like, bro, at some point, you have to outgrow that shit. Like, there's no way you can sit around and make hundreds of videos every year, like shitting on women. And this wasn't really me shitting on women. I was just giving a observation of the general issue. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna go hop in the shower real quick and I'll go live again.